brother Troy, we go out to clubs and he'd be like, we'd be, trying to get women and he'd be working the floor and I'd just be sipping my drink, chilling. And women would come to me, and then at the end of the night or midway through, when nothing was panning out, I just get like a text or a call from some chick and roll out. And my brother called me king of the residuals. And that's you. You know what I'm saying? King of the residual. You are the kind of guy where if you can hit it once, you can hit it twice, and three times a lady. Grand rising, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time zone or time frame you got to check me out from. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like. When you're an extremely attractive masculine man with the rugged popular loner aesthetic, to where you're the kind of guy where you can take it or leave it, this makes women the absolute wettest. Allow me to explain. You guys hit that like button. Had to wait for, it to cool off a little bit. The phone keeps, overheating. So when you guys are out here moving like you move and you find your purpose and you're centered and grounded, you're not chasing women. You're not looking for that fulfillment. You're not trying to chase that nut, that rush you get from running some game, talking where you talk to a woman and you thinking that you're wooing her and working her, panties off, but really she's already decided that she wants you. She just wants you to work for it. So you're playing the dating game, and at the end of the day, man, when you get to a certain level, the dating game is over. You realize your power, you're focused on things that matter, and you can take it or leave it. And this is more power than you think. When you can take it or leave it, it's more power than you think. They're so used to guys chasing them and acting like they need them, and these women are perfect. They're these divine beings that don't pee or poop or have to shower, all this craziness. Like when they don't rise in the AM, their breath don't stink like yours. They just straight up make these women into this goddess, and you put these females on this pedestal, and then now they start thinking that they really are that, right? And then they get to the point where they're not even taking care of themselves in real life. As long as their image online looks a certain kind of way, we don't know if they're washing in real life. We don't know they're brushing their teeth, man. These women are bragging about washing twice a week, getting a little bit too comfortable on their podcasts. I pay attention to stuff like that. Gotta smash that like button. So when you're the kind of guy that don't put women on pedestals, they're human just like you. You know what I'm saying? And, unless you're long-term dating them, you're going to get them at their best. They're going to wash up right. Come on. When you're dating or you're married to one, shout out to guys like that, man, you get to see the worst side of them. Man, they be farting in their sleep. You can't just be all that romantic. I'm just going to slide up on her. Yeah, she'll fart on you. And then now you don't want to move the covers because you don't want that to get out. So you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. It ain't all that's cracked up to be. They be sleeping hard. Just let one go. I'm sorry, y'all. And then I always be like, they wake up. She wakes up, right? And I could just let it go out like I'm sleeping. I wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, I heard it. All right, let me stop. Anyway, you know that women are human, okay? They do the same things that we have to do. And if they're not taking care of themselves, then they're raunchy. So you're not caught up in that crap. Man, I don't care how she looks online. I look for things that women talk about doing. Cleaning their house, washing their ass multiple times a day. Let me put that out there because some of y'all try multiple times a day. If I'm showering 3 times a day, women should be doing it, or at least one good bath or so. I'm not for all that extra stuff, man. You know what I mean? And that's something else you guys are doing. Like I said, when you elevate yourself, when you're an extremely attractive masculine man with the rugged, popular loner aesthetic, you guys are always elevating yourself, man. So you're going to expect more from women. And when you do this, you're always elevating yourself. You're not concerned with dating them. And that makes you king of the residuals. I'm trying to tell you, man. If I've been with a woman once, if I want to, I can go back there again. Man, when I was younger, I'm trying to tell you, man, me and my brother be chilling and these girls be hitting me up and he'd be like, oh, you want to bounce out again? Oh, let me guess, one of your exes or something like that. You know, what these women were doing that I thought about since I've, been chilling the last couple years, they were either breaking up with their dude or looking for an argument. And as soon as they're broken up or so-called broken up, be like overnight, they're hitting me up like, hey, big head, da, 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 da. And I already know what they want. I already know what they want, man. I already know what they want. I don't play around with it because they know what I want. I ain't trying to go on no dates or whatever. The women I mess around with, that I talk to, they're clean. They take care of themselves. They're most of the time, relationship orientated. But I don't know whether you can't trust none of them. Or when it comes to me, I mean, she's going to come back. She's going to come back. I'm telling you, I do too much in the bedroom. The only way they don't come back is if I say access denied, like with my ex-wife. Other than that, shoot, I just had to block my ex-wife's account on this new page. Had her blocked on the other one, popped up in my feed over here. I'm not checking. Block, biggity, biggity, block. 33 people here, 3 likes. I like that. Oh, it's 13. 33. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What they say about these beards? Hey, I know what they say. Yeah, but what do they say? That we like women sitting on our face? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You guys, you got to understand that when you're an extremely attractive masculine man, the rugged popular loner, with the aesthetic of, being the kind of guy that can take it or leave it, this makes women the wettest. I'm telling you, man, that's why I was king of the residuals. I do what I do. I lays it down and I go about my day, my business. I don't be stressing these, especially when I'm single. I don't be stressing these women about no. Because honestly, unless you're in a long-term relationship with them, you don't know it. You just got to make sure you're very selective about them. And that's it. And when you don't care, when you show them you're not going to chase them, when they're choosing signals and liking videos and you're just liking their videos back and doing this, but you're not doing nothing else, it bothers them. It's like, hey, I'm doing all the things that they say online I'm supposed to do. Man, I'm not a monolith. Secondly, this online dating strategy stuff on the men and women's side, we're done with that. I'm going to be one of the people that brings an end to all this psychology crap that people are forcing on other people. The human spirit and soul can't be quantified in human psychological behavioral patterns. It's low IQ, it's stupid, and it reduces people down to like robotic type of nature, and that's not how we do things. Okay? That's not how we do things. So we're going to change that type of thing up, man. We're going to get people back in understanding that you have to interact with people directly. You have to learn them over time, have to kind of get to know their spirit, things of that nature. And you can't be just doing this BS online. I'm tired of seeing it. You cannot figure people out that kind of way. If that was the case, then all these women out here that are attracted to me, and I'm not no kind of social media, traditional or conventional standard, and they're still attracted to me. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that way. I'm not 6 foot. I'm not some multi-millionaire, living off of family money or whatever going on. No, I'm a hardworking man. I'm working my way to the top. If that was the case, then none of these women would be checking me out, trying to see what's up. It would not be the case. I'm telling you. There's a social media forced standard and requirement that so-called women want, and then there's the real world where when you're in their presence and your aura hits them, all that height stuff, all that charisma stuff, all that look stuff goes right out the window, because with human nature, man, when two souls are kind of like, at that natural attraction, all this stuff online don't mean nothing. And you realize it's a bunch of BS. It's really created so that women are looking for this certain kind of guy that there's not enough of on the entire planet, right? And if the few that are running around are not going to be monogamous, they're not going, they don't have to. They don't have to. So, being unrealistic and living that kind of way, let them do whatever they want to do. When you are moving in your power, You know what I'm saying? And also women know that you're the kind of guy, again, it's not that big of a deal to you. If things don't work out, you're not going to get online and other than a marriage, I'm talking about like dating. You're not going to get online and say anything. If you start talking to her for a little bit, it didn't work out for whatever reason, she starts wigging out for whatever reason, telling me you ain't moving fast enough, and you go your separate ways, no hard feelings. Women get emotional, man. They test you with stuff. If they see it don't bother you and you let them disappear, they always come back, man. They always come back. And this is what makes you king of the residuals, man. You know, you keep them coming, man. You keep them always rolling back in. You keep them interested. You don't have to really do much to get it. And I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I just want to get on here really quickly and reestablish a little bit of a presence, because I'm trying to tell y'all, as I'm working my way up the ranks here, man, I observe my surroundings. I'm noticing women are starting to do things that I mentioned in my videos, you know? Shout out for y'all, or to y'all. You're starting to wear a little bit of makeup. Starting to make sure you have your hair done before you get online. Shout out to some of you content creators that are Caucasian. You're out here washing your hair. I told you, I can tell if, you know, I've been with white women before. I can tell if you're washing your hair. Shit's oily. You know what I mean? So don't be out here thinking that, you know, we don't notice. Nah. Some of us, hey, look, don't be out here with some matted, oily hair. I know you're not washing. You're not washing your hair. You know, a lot of Caucasian women think it's just wash the hair and let the soap trickle down. If you ain't washing the hair, you ain't washing nothing. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be honest. But anyway, I appreciate the work that y'all are putting in, where y'all are stepping your game up. That shows me that even though these high value guys are saying this and that, you're listening to what this rugged man is saying about things and you're adjusting to that. That means that you must find the rugged man more attractive than you thought. You know, the rugged man is more underestimated, you know what I mean, than people want to believe. But at the end of the day, we're still making the women the wettest. I ain't playing with you know, and lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. I mean, I'm making sure I don't wear brands. I'm going out of my way to find, you know what I'm saying, brandless clothes that fit me right. Right? I'm making sure that I'm in my pickup truck, my old Ford Raptor. I'm not trying to like be sitting in somebody else's car. You know, some content creators be doing to make it seem like I am moving through different cars. And oh man, please. I'm trying to just show everybody that you can be a regular country boy, man. You know what I'm saying? From the Carolinas or whatever. And you don't have to put on a mask. And you can also be an introvert and enjoy your time and not give all of you to everybody all the time. You know, get online and have a bunch of trolls and AI bots trying to get under your skin and not do nothing or say nothing to them because you're scared of being labeled as a crash out. Which again, you got to understand the psychology of things. They don't like people that defend themselves. We're in a generation of weak people that are cowardly, that like to hide behind screens. So you got to understand, like, if you're the kind of person that defends yourself, they have to find a way to make you defending yourself seem like a bad thing. All of a sudden, this crash out term comes along when you got all these people out here with low energy that would never have a physical altercation or ever raise their voice. Now it's crowd. They're getting loud. Yeah, because you're not the kind of person that's built to have any type of altercation. You want to walk away, and now cowardly is a thing to be. And cowards are telling people that defend themselves that you're a crash out. We're in the crazy times right now. I'm not dealing with this. Call me whatever you want to. You won't say it to my face. And you won't talk reckless to me, nor disrespect me. So whatever you idiots do to make yourselves feel better and help you sleep at night, call me a crash out. Call me a dumbass. Call me whatever you need to. Again, it means nothing. It matters not. I don't get caught up in social media coming. Dude, how many new terms they done come up with that we ain't never heard of before? We didn't let them get with narcissists. Now neurodivergent done popped up. When was that a thing prior to a year or two ago? They just keep dropping a bunch of new shit to give people labels, to categorize people that they don't have any boxes to put them in. So the system has to come up with new words to put me into a box and label me some type of rogue chaos agent. Because if I'm showing you that you can tap in by getting away from people, saving your money, getting closer to God, the whole system's gonna fall apart. Not getting your money, not getting your energy, none of that. All these dumbass new words and stupid stuff. I see it, man. I see it. We don't need all these labels, man. You don't see that? They come up with a new, and then some idiots online want to be the first one to talk about it, and then now they're spreading it. And now you got people trying to diagnose people that are not professionally trained to sit down with the proper bedside manner and go over this person's history over years or whatever, look at their medical history. They're just online diagnosing people with stuff just because they don't like the person. Now you're just weaponizing all these therapeutic terminologies. It's too much, man. It's too much. I'm done. Tapped out. And women can sense this energy. They know it. You start talking in a way and you're just holding a conversation. They can see deeper into what you're saying. It's deep to them. You're opening parts of their mind that they never even thought about before. Like, whoa, what did he just say? Just slipping it in casual conversation. I just did. You know what I'm saying? I think deeply about stuff. I don't listen to music. I don't watch social media. I'm blocking content creators that I know are throwing shade my way based off of the past couple years of me collecting data on how they throw shade, how they watch your content, imitate you, try to duplicate you, mock you, wait till you do something, then stop doing it, then pick up on it. I bring the terminology leftover woman from, I guess China was using it. They didn't want to use it when I was using it. I step away from doing reaction videos. Now everybody using leftover woman. That's how they do, man. That's how they do. They act like they don't see you. They act like they don't see nothing. Then the minute they think you're stepping away from something, they pick up what you put down. Piece of shit. You ain't fooling nobody, though. None of y'all are. None of y'all are. That's why I don't care for none of you content creators. You know I can pick up on everything you're doing. Anything you take from me. The way I talk, ad-libs, my my background, ambient lighting, anything I do, the way I try to crack any of it. I was trained by the U.S., you know what I'm saying, government. I work for the White House. I was trained on this stuff. I'm going to pick up on it, block you, talk about you indirectly, crush your soul, and keep it moving. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my words of wisdom, and I'm also going to cook you at the same time. For this so-called BLK community, don't sit around here, watch me, study me, and think I'll be a part of any of that shit. Don't watch me, study me, and think I'll be a part of any of that shit. Okay? I'm over here teaching you Negroes how to talk, move, and navigate. You don't want to give no credit where credit is due? Don't ever come over here my way talking about none of that nonsense. Ain't no community. You know what I'm saying? You want to steal from each other and then talk about each other, and you don't want to be labeled as a hater, so you want to call it, we're just conversating the black community. You're a hater. I don't know you people. You're strangers. You're strangers. And being prejudiced or whatever, and being this black, whatever you're trying to, nah. See, in the Army, they taught us to see green and not race. You're not going to drag me into this crap, man. You people are not trying to improve nothing. You want to be able to talk about the black people under the guise of, you know, trying to have constructive criticism for the black community. You have nothing. You've proved nothing. You have not elevated us at all in the past 7 to 10 years. So you need to go on somewhere with it. I'm actually trying to elevate people here, all people, and bring people together. You Negroes have had a problem with me from day one. I know who you are, each and every one of you content creators, and I'm not giving none of you a pass. None of you. Especially you males that sit around and copy me, you stupid piece of shit. You need to be a grown man and figure yourself out. You need to go to God, go to Christ, and figure out why you need to study another grown man, his mannerisms, for long periods of time. What demon is on you that makes you feel like you need to be watching another man for long periods of time, studying him, and then have the nerve to try to mock him? You mock me because you know what you're doing is weird and strange. And you don't like the fact that the source of the thing that's giving you a character to present to people that's, you know, people are liking or whatever, you don't like the fact that he's still around and becoming stronger, getting more, you know what I'm saying, bold at what he's doing, probably end up starting to call you people out by name. I'm trying to tell you, I don't like none of you. I dislike you way more than you dislike me. The past couple of few years where I watched you content creators, reaction video people that have your discussions mimic, copy, and duplicate and I had to sit here and hold tight until I got a little bit of following going on. Your ass is grass. Your ass is grass. Yeah. What was you working out for? I might have to declare war on all y'all. Then challenge any of you to do something about it. Do something about it. I'm ready for each and every one of you. Man, this ain't no game to me. Y'all played around with the wrong quiet one. Throwing shade. He's silly. He don't see it. I worked for the United States government at the White House level, and you idiots barely know how to bag up groceries right, and you thought you was throwing shade I wouldn't notice? Come on, man. Your arrogance. The arrogance of you, man. The audacity. The caucasity. Why you asking? Hello, how you doing? That's the best way to start things off. Hit that like button. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this, man. The extremely attractive masculine man, the rugged popular loner, with the aesthetic that you can take it or leave it. This draws women in the most, and it makes them the wettest. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm trying to tell you. They can't get enough. See, you're not some rebel without a cause, and you're not really a rebel, right? People want to call you insane, but you're really the only sane person. These idiots are out here going along to get along, doing what everybody else is doing. These people get online to escape their reality of that they're a loser in real life and never have helped people in real life, never have the courage enough to, but can get online and cosplay this superhero. Well, I'm actually a superhero. I was in the United States Army, 2, years in Iraq, 2 tours, handling my business, come back here, work for the White House Communications Agency. Look that up. It's that prestigious. You got to look it up. Worked at the highest levels, became an engineer, worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs, giving back to veterans because I love them. And then I got online. You people have done nothing. That's why your egos are crazy. You know you've never done nothing, and you know that the clout that you've gained is not really legit, right? You really haven't earned it, and you know that. So when you see somebody like me with the credentials to back up the way he speaks and how he acts, and I'm not going to give you I'm not going to get online every day and be like, hey, I'm, King David, and I'm a 2-time war. You can take it or leave it. You can kiss my ass. You don't listen to anything I'm saying. You people get online and validate and verify yourself to these strangers whenever you can. To me, that's a manipulative tactic, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, I'm going to sum this up. I miss being over here talking my stuff. I really want you content creators to take what I say, take it to the heart, go back, come up with some better content, some counter content. I wanted to keep you up at night. You female content creators, I'm already making you wet. I want you super wet. I want you wet while you're mad at me simultaneously. I want to, invoke, that attraction on both sides, that whole, I like a good guy, but I like that bad boy too. So, I'm making you wet all types of ways. I want all that. I want it all. You know what I mean? So, get used to it. I'm here to trigger you. Yeah, you never seen this side of me because, truth be told, it's taken a long time for me to heal, man. I went from trying to get custody of my kid, focused on that, to end up being in the wrong kind of marriage, and then focused on getting out of that. But like now, everything's taken care of. The mind is clear. I haven't been this version of myself in quite some time. And you people are going after a healing, weak version of me. A weak ass version of me. He's dead. He's done. Now you gotta deal with me. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I don't like none of you. I don't like how you make content. I don't like how you talk. I don't like your little fake ass way of trying to give comedy. You don't have no soul. You have no spirit. You're not funny. I don't like none of you. If you ever wondered. And I ain't coming after you, right? Just one of those people where I just I'm not going to say I don't let things go. I use it as fuel. And it works out for me. So I'm not going to stop doing it. So if you messed around and threw shade my way, maybe I haven't noticed it. If you reach out to me, I go through your catalog, though, over the past couple years, things don't add up. Tell you about yourself. So the best thing for you to do, if you played in my face before, stay away from me. At all times, for the rest of my existence in this plane. Do you understand me? I'm not to be played with, you goofy ass internet content creators. I'm a real life warrior in real life, online, trying to play a content creator. Step away, back down, stand down. Stand down. Anyway, appreciate y'all for my soul tribe. I know you haters are watching. You seen the video. You see I'm not playing with you, and I'm coming after you, all right? New me. I told y'all, man, leave people alone. You just give somebody a reason to want to do what he do. Use all the training the government gave me on you. Leave people alone. Don't play with people. Don't be mad because God gave him a talent and you're a loser, right? Leave people alone. You don't know, oh, he ain't real. Now I'm a whole Army veteran. I was dodging bullets over there in Iraq. I had to go 2 years not knowing if I'm going to get blown up by an IED or not. I had to go to God because you ain't got nobody else to go to. You still got to go outside that gate? You have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea the mental fortitude it took to get through that. And here you playing with me. Playtime's over. Playtime is over. I'm here to cook. I'm here to take over. And if you get in my way, I'm going to run you over. Period, point blank. That's it. That's all. Love and light. I'm your brother and I'm out.